Okay, so this is day 84, and while I was preparing for work, I thought about something. Oh, I saw a tweet on social media about how men easily submit to their fellow men. And I have seen instances in my life because a lot of my friends are male. While I was in secondary school, boarding school, a lot of my friends were male. I hung out with guys a lot. University, the same thing. And I noticed that men are not always themselves in the presence of other men. They rarely have, the only time they are fine having diversifying thoughts or different thoughts is when it comes to football, when it comes to women, maybe when it comes to drugs or alcohol. But you see, when a man decides to stand up for what he believes in, what is the truth he knows, what is the truth, what is honest, he kind of like shields himself from saying that in the presence of other men because they will start seeing him as less of a man. So the first person that sees a man as less is a man first. Maybe not in every scenario, but a lot of the times you might have spoken to your male friend and you guys like had like a very deep conversation about a certain thing, and you know their stance on, let's say, cheating. You know that this person says, oh, they're going to be loyal to their wives, they're not going to cheat, they don't fancy cheating, they don't see why men cheat, they don't even believe that men are polygamous in nature. But then watch that same guy be in the presence of other men and he can't say the same thing, because guess what, the other guys will be like, you said waiting you they talk, I mean, come on for here, your other people go they talk better than you. So a lot of men live their lives trying to pander to the opinions of other men in their surroundings, trying to submit to the other men in their surroundings. And I think, and I know that that's why accountability would be such a huge problem when it comes to sexual violence, because it's like when your friend makes a very bad joke or body shames a woman that could possibly be your friend, and you just sit still and not say anything because you know that saying something takes you out of the group, it breaks the bro code. And you ask yourself, this group and bro code, to what extent? To the extent of destroying my values or my morals in life or what I stand for. I've watched it happen, and it makes my heart wrench. I have been body shamed by men, painfully so. While I was in boarding school, somebody said, see, body shaming to me is really funny because I'm actually never insecure about my body. But while I was in secondary school, puberty was hitting. People were like having budding breasts and behind. And I was just still there, nothing. And this guy felt the need to compare me to a wall, a flat wall. And it pained me because it's like an exuberant youth or a teenager that is wanting to be in the in crowd. People are getting boyfriends, people are getting loved up on, people are getting asked out, and you're not getting asked out, and you look like a boy, or they compared you to how flat a table could be. That was the first time someone body shamed me. And I didn't even, I felt pain at the moment, but I didn't even feel like, I didn't internalize it, thank God. And the second time was, just recently. So I was playing with this guy who always play a lot. And he was looking at me one time. So he was with another guy. He was looking at me. I was just like, you, why did they look at me like that? Then the other guy beside him thought I was talking to him. And he felt the need to reply. And he said, why I go they look you where your face be like, say, blah, blah, blah. I can't even remember fully what he said. But I remember zoning out. I didn't even want to interact with the rubbish he said. On a very good day, I would have responded. I would have had something to say to him. But for me personally, it's not every time that I need to be fighting bullies. A lot of the time, silence just does the work. Once they are trying to now butter up on you after they finish saying rubbish to you, you put a boundary. Tell them, do not touch me, do not come close to me, do not try to bring peace now, because you're the stupid person that started the war. So let's do a cold war, baby. Bring it on. So when he said that, other guys around him could have said something, because I am friends with everybody there. Other guys around him would have said, What does that even mean? Are you okay? Why would you be saying something like that? But if you say something, your head will be on a platter. If you say something, you'll be seen as a simp, but you'll be seen as, oh, you're standing up for a woman. And that thing was really painful. Not because I didn't care about the body shaming, because I know I'm a beautiful woman. God has graced me. I am graced. I am poised. I am amazing. All right. I don't need a random person telling me rubbish that I don't believe in. So I knew that I was good. But what that moment just revealed for me was nobody could even say anything. None of the men there could stand and just say anything. And I was asking my housemate something one time. I was like, if both of us were in an environment and another girl said something really demeaning to me, would you stand up for me? She said yes. And same to me. Not because we love each other or we care about each other or we live in the same house. But I know that I've been in a situation where a guy was trying to butter up on a girl and the girl was not having it. I was just like, guy, you're not going to leave that girl alone. Leave her alone now. What do you do? Or maybe the guy was rude to the girl. I would just be like, you don't talk to her like that. There are cases like that because I do not want to pander to your freaking opinion. I don't want to pander to who you are. I don't care. I don't care about you. I'm seeing a person who is uncomfortable and not loving what you're doing to her or not even consenting to what you're doing to her. And it is the onus. I've been using this word onus a lot. It's such a funny word, onus. The onus is on me to actually do and say something. So I think when it comes to accountability for men, when men decide that, yes, there is bro code, well, we should use this bro code for good. We should use this like loyalty for good. We shouldn't use it to make another person feel less of themselves or make another person feel bad. The bro code, the loyalty is there for us to build a greater society. If you hear another guy saying rubbish about a woman, there's nothing funny about it. So don't laugh. There is nothing entertaining about it. There's nothing great about it. And I would always say the reason why men cannot hold each other accountable is because they haven't they're not in that headspace for that kind of accountability. And one thing I really thought about this morning was a lot of my male friends, from Trump to Danny, Bucci, oh my God, Bucci. These are guys that do not pander to any man's. They don't submit to any man. If what you did is wrong, they're going to tell you straight up. They don't want to be in your freaking circle. They're not doing any I was about to curse. Oh my God. They're not doing any bro code, anything. And I think that, unknowingly, I think that was one of the things that endeared me to them. Because Bucci is a non-conformist. He even said it. You cannot come and say rubbish about anybody, be it a man or a woman. He will set you straight. Right? Same thing with Trump, same thing with Danny. They know what they stand for. And they don't want to do cliques or anything. They don't want to do guys. Oh, we can play football together. We can play PS together. We can talk about anything in the world together. But once it gets to objectifying another human being, doing things that are inappropriate, we're going to set you straight. And it made me realize that a lot of the traits people should look out for in a partner, especially for women, a trait I think you should look out for, not only whether he has money or whatever. I've said this before. If money is the only thing you're looking out for in a man, then I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what is happening. Why? You have hands, you can work for your money, right? It should go I'm not saying money should not be in the equation, but money is too fickle. Money is too surface to want to marry a person. Their character is most important. I would say the same thing for women too. If the only reason why you want to marry that woman is because she can cook, she can clean, you are in for a ride in that partnership. Okay? So character is very, very key. So a trait women should look out for in a man is he his own person? What is his identity rooted on? Is he his own person? Meaning that watching him when he's hanging out with other guys, is he submitting to his fellow men? Is he proud of who he is? Is he confident in his values and his morals? No matter when you wake him up in the morning, no matter where he is at, whether he's in the den of men, in the den of lions, whether he is in the most, alpha masculine den, is it still himself? Does he chest the simp identity with his full chest? Does he carry the full head? It's important to look out for that trait. A man that is loyal to his values, and he is loyal to any brother or any man. A man that submits to his values is more worthy, is better off. These are the things we don't talk about. And I'm grateful that, as I was thinking this morning, it just came to my subconscious that I should really talk about it. Once I noticed that you're moving mad, that you told me one thing at home, that, oh, you don't cheat, or you love blah blah blah, you love a blah 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 blah, that the man shouldn't blah 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 blah, the man should blah blah blah, and now something is happening with your guys. Yeah, with your guys, I can't even speak the hell up or even be confident in what you're saying or own it that you said that thing. Man, that is a deal breaker, because it will seep into every other thing in your life. Anyways, that is it for today. I'm deeply rooting for you. And may we all, in our own little ways, stand up for injustice, stand up for abuse, stand up for harassment. Let's not look the other way when things are happening. This is for everybody now. It's not for a specific gender. For everybody. When something is happening in your environment, do something about it. Speak up about it. Stop. Let things like this just stop. Okay? You're gonna be fine. And yeah, I've said it before, I'm rooting for you. Bye.